Hey YouTube, this is Carl12. I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to make an air rifle or an air gun using compressed air. And yep, I'm going to go through and show individually what each part is and what they do and where they go. And yeah, so it's pretty simple. Well, the concept of the gun is actually extremely simple, but it's just the building of it is the hard part, and the gluing of it is the hard part. So yeah, first this here is the actual firing mechanism, and then this just attaches to this air chamber here. My first design was just, if you get rid of from there downwards, it was just this, and then with one ball valve connected to this, which meant if you open the ball valve, all the air out of the chamber would just release. But I thought, if you put another ball valve on and connect it, you release this, you open this ball valve up, so you open that up, and a little bit of air in this chamber here will be stored. Then you close it back up again, close it up, and then you fire this one, and then that air will release. The parts you'll need is a 1/2 inch in diameter copper pipe. You can choose whatever length, so you'll need that. You'll need a 1/2 inch olive. Mine's just plastic, you can get copper ones. Not quite sure what this is called, but all it is, if I get it off this, it's 15mm wide there, and it slides onto a 1/2 inch copper pipe, and then you put the olive in there and then screw it on. Yep. And the next what you'll need is one of these in here, which is all it is. All it is one of these, except I've just wrapped Teflon around it. All it is just one of these. So this goes in one side of the ball valve, and then the other thread attaches onto the barrel. And you can get these in a set. I bought it in a set. So what the set came with was an olive, 2 of these caps here, and this thread. So that's perfect. So once you've got the barrel, that cap, the olive, and this middle bit, the next thing you'll need is a ball valve, and the ball valve is 15mm in diameter, there. And the first ball valve just attaches, so that's screwed into this. This goes onto that, like that, and that's screwed on. And then from then on, you can either, if you just want the one ball valve system to make it cheaper, then it's done. You just screw the chamber right on. But if you want the 2 barrel system, you'll need these larger, for my small air chamber in here, I used 3/4 inch copper, because obviously it can hold more. So if you're going to do it that way, then you'll need one of these adapters, which goes from, it's a 15mm thread to I think a 20mm thread. That screws into there. Then you get your 3/4 inch copper pipe. You can have it as long as you want, but I didn't want the gun to be too long, so I just got a little short one, I think about 3 inches. That goes into there, and that connects with a 20mm olive and a 20mm cap. That goes onto there, like so. Like so. That connects onto that, and that connects into there. And then the same deal, but on the other side. So another one of these caps, another adapter from 15mm to 20mm, another olive in there, and another ball valve. And then once that's done, you should have something like that. So barrel, olive, and a cap screws onto the little double-sided thread. I'm not quite sure what it's called. That goes into the ball valve. Ball valve goes into the adapter from 15mm to 20mm, which goes into another cap, 3/4 inch pipe, cap, olive, to the adapter 20mm to 15mm, to the second ball valve. And once that ball valve is there, you connect your air chamber onto this. And then there is your gun. Then you've got the chamber. I've seen many designs of just a thick steel, like a thick copper pipe for the chamber, but I wanted a real big chamber that could hold lots of pressure, so I just used PVC pipe. It's 50mm PVC pipe. I think it looks about 10 inches long, or a bit longer. 50mm, and then you need 50mm caps, which I just get. these 50mm caps here go on each end of the PVC pipe. One there, obviously. And then, before you put them, glue them on and everything, what you need to do is drill a hole 15 mils thick, so that another one of these, can fit into it. And then you need to screw it in there and reinforce it with a nut on the inside. So once that's drilled in there and tied in, it needs to be really, really hard to get in. You need to tap a new thread into the PVC pipe. So you screw that in and then glue it in. The glue I used is this here, Sikaflex Pro multi-purpose sealant. It's highly flexible polyurethane formula. It's like a type of building bog, and you use it for cracks and leaks and shit. There it is, like there. You can just go to your local hardware store and ask one of the people for some sort of high pressure glue that can stick from brass to PVC. It took me a while. I've bought 4 different types of glues, and I've used I think 3 different types of PVC pipes, gone through about 18 caps, just trying different glues, and this one so far, I've only put a test to 100 psi and it's withstood. So yeah, and so that's it here. That's the that's the thread bit glued into the cap. So just drill the hole, then I glued it, bogged it up real good. So then you just need to PVC cement this cap and that thread onto the PVC. And then for the valve part, which is probably the most difficult part that I've had trouble with. But first, what you need to do is find a valve. So I got my old bike tube and I just cut the valve off, and what I did is I used that machine there, and I sanded all the rubber off the valve. So all it was just a stem. I think I've got one. It was like this. Just had a stem, and then it went a bit below. Just had a stem, and then it went to the thread. So what you need to do is, I've gone through many different designs. I've tried to just glue it straight in, but what I did is I brazed a washer to the stem like this, and then and then I got this and drilled a hole and then poked this end through, so that the washer was on the inside of the thing, so that the pressure couldn't push the valve out. So then it'd be just more reinforced, and then I just glued around it. That's the design I have on here now, and it's withstood 100 psi so far. That's only what I've put up max. But here's my second design of a valve, which I think is much better. It looks much better, and it might work. So what it is it's just the valve again, bike tube valve. There's the stem, and I brazed a washer, a really big washer this time, to it. And then I just glued it in, and all that was poking out was this just very tip of it. And I put a washer around the end of this, put a washer over the top of that, and then I got a valve extension. So there it is, like that. I just put a washer on the top, glued that washer down, and then I got this, and I got this valve extension and just screwed it on top. I haven't yet tested that out, but I made that because I knew this wasn't going to work, and I knew it wasn't going to hold a higher PSI. So I made this just to be safe and to pass the time. So once you can either do this design, which I think you should do much better, or you can do this design here, which is just brazing a washer to it, poking it through, and then gluing it up, or bogging it up with your glue. And then once you've done that, you PVC cement that cap back on, and then you're ready to go. There's your air chamber. Alright, once again, here is the finished product. Barrel, into ball valve, into small air chamber, into another ball valve, into large air chamber.